You're watching ABC4 News.
Recovery. It's only just started in western North Carolina, where Hurricane Helene triggered mudslides and flooding like nothing that region has seen before. The storm has killed more than 100 people. Search and rescue teams helping find hundreds more still unaccounted for. Now 5 days after it made landfall in Florida. Here's ABC's Christiane Cordero with the latest.
Today, a bird's eye view of western North Carolina looks like this, dotted with roads wiped off the map, cutting off entire communities where Helene's torrential flooding changed lives overnight.
It floated everything inside the house. It even floated a double-door refrigerator and flipped it on its side.
John Norwood and his fiancée sought shelter at a friend's house when Helene arrived. A mudslide took out the home.
We looked outside and there was a 30-foot tall wall of water and rocks and tree debris just coming at us.
First responders pulled him over the floodwaters to safety. His fiancée, Julie LaRue, is still missing.
I crawled around screaming, looking for her, and I just couldn't find her.
She's among the hundreds of people unaccounted for. With power and cell service cut off in swaths, some are resorting to communicating via whiteboard and marker. Names of those missing and updates when they're found. Thousands of National Guard members, volunteers, and FEMA are bringing food and supplies to those with no way out. While surveying storm damage in Georgia, former President Trump falsely claimed officials there had a hard time getting President Biden on the phone.
Let me get this straight. He's lying. And the governor told him he was lying.
He just said, hey, what do you need? And I told him, you know, we got what we need. We'll work through the federal process. He offered that if there's other things we need, just to call him directly, which I appreciate that.
President Biden says he plans to visit the region tomorrow. Rebuilding it is expected to take at least months.
And it's hard to think that a mile that way and a mile that way, it's all gone. But at least we have this. We can rebuild from here.
Vice President Harris says she plans to be on the ground in the affected areas as soon as possible without disrupting emergency responders. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
And there are people here in Utah wanting to help those impacted by the hurricane. A Montessori school in Park City is pitching in to help two of their sister schools, one in Georgia, another in Asheville, North Carolina. The schools were in the direct path of the hurricane. School leadership shared stories of the devastation of their communities. Now, that inspired Soaring Wings International Montessori School to start a GoFundMe. That's what you're seeing here. The schools were damaged, but say they remain standing, and they're providing refuge for their respective communities, helping when they can.
They have to walk for miles over wreckage to find somewhere else that might have ice just to keep their insulin cold. It really just broke her heart to turn them away, but she's got limited resources. So hopefully with this GoFundMe, we'll be able to get some funding over there to really help rebuild the community once the utilities are back on.
The Park City School is hoping to let their sister schools and communities know that there are people all the way here in Utah who care and want to help. You can find out more about the GoFundMe and how to donate. That's on our website, abc4.com.